Hi, my name is Rachel Francine. I'm the founder and CEO of Musical Health Technologies. We've created SingFit, which is a digital health platform that uses singing as a therapeutic tool, primarily to help people with dementia and other older adults with mental health and behavioral health challenges. As a US company, there are a lot of things actually that attracted us to the UK. One in particular for us is that the support and, in American terms, reimbursement for music as medicine is a more advanced and more available in the UK than it is in the US. So under, for example, the sort of, I know that it's changing slightly and evolving, but under the current social prescribing scheme, certain forms of music as medicine are already reimbursed in the UK, and that just doesn't exist in the US. And so for us, it was a really great opportunity to go into a place where music as medicine is really already accepted. There are multiple studies out of the UK showing not only is singing as a therapeutic tool, which is what we do, in particular, is the best in class treatment for dementia, but also that it's the most cost-effective treatment for older adults, both with dementia and mental health challenges. In terms of our journey to launching in the UK, the information that we received, during the boot camp was incredibly helpful. I mean, even though people tend to make sure that you want to know that it's not necessarily going to be easy and it's going to take a bit of time and there's some hoops to jump through, they were really able to lay it out very clearly. Where for us, we were there in March. And it really does look like we will be launching in the UK no later than January 1st, 2023. And the speed of that launch was really enabled by the information that I gleaned at the boot camp. So, for example, it was great to meet the people from Orca. And what this particular one does is they give you an assessment of your technology. And if you hit a certain level, then they will, for free, put you on their platform to help you sell into the private health care networks of the UK. And then, for a small charge, and it relatively is quite small, compared to going through, say, FDA approval in the US, they will take you through something called DTAC. Which you need to go through in order to have your technology purchased by the NHS. So we have already been through the ORCA process, passed through that process, got a passing score, which we were very proud of. And so what we're doing now is just doing a little bit of rejiggering of our technology for the UK. And in our case, that actually means mostly putting in new songs that are UK specific, going through the UK charts, making sure we got all the music. I'm going to be coming out to Leeds again in September for the Leeds Digital Festival and announcing, although I guess I've kind of let the cat out of the bag a little bit, announcing the UK launch. And then we will be launching officially, most likely in January, although we'll be able to do pilots before January. The great thing about the UK is that they have these very articulated healthcare priorities. And one of the things that I learned, from the boot camp was really try to see if you fit or can fit into any of these articulated priorities, because there's extra money, extra innovation money that goes to these sort of conditions. And that way there's more money for innovation as opposed to really grappling or fighting for the existing budget that's already been applied year after year after year. There's a little bit more money in these articulated priorities. So that would be the first thing that I would advise to American companies. Just see if you fit in the healthcare priorities, because if not, you might really be spinning your wheels and it could take a long time to get people interested. Because at the end of the day, my understanding and what I learned at the boot camp was there really are a list of checkboxes that people are going to be looking for that are fairly standardized when you move into the UK, as opposed to the US, where everything's sort of individualized by organization. And then at the same time, there's this other list of things like, is it accessible, right? So we have a product that is, most of our products are app-based, but we also have a product that's video-based where you could watch it on any platform. And I could see when I spoke to people about the video product and how accessible it was, that you could broadcast it through the radio, like you could use the lowest common denominator technology. People were very excited because in the UK, they're really looking to provide care to everyone. And so they want to make sure, for example, that people who don't have the latest iPad aren't being left behind.